This is the 6 Sports Desk.
Over the last 24 hours, our weather has not been pretty outside. But what Michigan State was doing inside the Breslin Center this afternoon was a thing of beauty. The Spartans are coming off their Big Ten Conference opening win over Minnesota on the road on Wednesday night. So this afternoon was a great opportunity to get another conference win, but this time in front of the home fans. Out to the Breslin Center, where MSU football coach Mel Tucker and running back Kenneth Walker III were recognized in the first half for winning national awards, which got the fans hyped, as did Tyson Walker, who finds Gabe Brown, and the high-flying captain throws it down. Brown had a team-high 15 points, and Walker recorded a game-high 9 assists. Now, Penn State's Seth Lundy did his part to keep things close. That bucket ties things up at 14 in the first half. Lundy led all scorers with 18 points, but MSU pulled away thanks to its defense. Freshman Jaden Akins gets the steal and the flush. The Spartans had a 31-3 advantage in fast break points, and even when they slowed down the offense, they were still hitting shots. Marcus Bingham Jr., the big man, could shoot it. Money from the top of the key. Bingham recorded his second career double-double with 12 points and 13 rebounds as MSU wins this one 80-64. And after a sloppy first 5 minutes, what changed, Coach?
Then we bared down in the next 15 minutes, had one turnover and widened the lead, played really well. 10-minute mark, had a timeout and told them, you know, this is where we got to grow now. 19 up, all of a sudden a bad shot, a bad turnover, and a bad defensive play, and it cut down to, what, 13 or whatever it was. So there's enough to be upset about, but there's enough to feel good about. I mean, we are getting better.
Well, Izzo and the guys now have 10 days to rest and recuperate before their next game against Oakland on the 21st. Now to a former Spartan who knows a little bit about that old MSU basketball style of rebounding and being tough in the post. Zach Randolph is having his number 50 jersey retired tonight by the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, Randolph played 8 seasons in Memphis, where he was a force to be reckoned with. He still holds the record for the most offensive rebounds in Grizzlies history. He's third in the franchise history in points, as he averaged 17 points and 9 rebounds in his NBA career. When appearing on Grand City Media's Chris Vernon's show yesterday, he shared what it's going to be like when he sees that number 50 jersey being raised into the rafters.
Being a young boy, just, you never thought of that, you know, where I'm from, you know what I mean, going in the Raptors, and, man, you might see a tear come down tomorrow. Yeah.
No.
Big fella, you might see some tears.
When's the last time you cried?
Man, I cry all the time.
You do?
Yeah, when I think about my mom and my brother.
You do cry?
Yeah, so, all men shed tears, so they ain't, I ain't gonna sit here and act like,
Oh, then
no, Cap, like, oh, hey, no, man.
Yeah. That 50 goes
Yeah, big
up.
fella might shed some tears,
All men do shed tears. Now to some Spartans on the ice. The Michigan State hockey team was up 2-0 on the 8th-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish last night, but after a game misconduct penalty was given to Christian Krieger in the second period, the ice got a little thin for the Spartans. Notre Dame would go on to score 3 unanswered goals to win the first game of the weekend series 3-2. Now, one of the biggest issues the Spartans have seen so far this season is finding consistency and their ability to hold down talented opponents when they have the lead. And head coach Danton Cole was frustrated with the lack of shooting from his Spartans.
We had it around the net a few times, but we wouldn't shoot the puck. That was probably the biggest issue. And in the first period, we did a really nice job with that. And we always say when we shoot, we end up getting 2 or 3 extra chances. When we don't shoot, we end up with no chances. So, we did an outstanding job in the first period, and that's what we'll emphasize with the guys tomorrow morning.
We'll have the highlights of the Spartans' second game of the series against Notre Dame. Plus, Michigan football defensive end Aiden Hutchinson is up for the Heisman Trophy tonight. Well, of course, we'll have full coverage of the ceremony tonight on 6 News at 11. Kaylee, back to you.
All right, thanks, Nick. Still ahead, Ken will be back after the break with another look at your forecast. Thanks for watching 6 News at 6.
This is 6 News Now.